today, Ben.
Well, you better go get it.
It's not beer 30.
It will be. Beer 30.
You're listening to the
We'll
Beer
pause
Craft
it.
Home Brewing Podcast. Tune in every Wednesday night at 6:30 Pacific for a dose of beer and brewing banter with your hosts, Ben Holm and Andrew Ziegler.
So hop aboard for a little wit and wisdom in the Pacific Northwest because it's always beer 30 on the Beer Craft.
Welcome to the Beer Craft. It is Wednesday at 6:30, which means we're back here in the studio with another fantastic show.
That's right.
Thought about
Coming at you from the Pacific Northwest.
Hell yeah, man! I thought, and God, it was abnormally fucking hot in the Pacific Northwest.
It was 85 yesterday.
85. I got out of the car, and before I even got to the building, walking through the parking lot, I regretted socks. Not just wearing socks, but the entire invention of socks sounded like a fucking bad idea yesterday.
Makes you hot, huh?
It does. It was hot and bothered.
It makes you hot in more than one way.
And with that heat in mind, I thought I would put together a new lineup of beers appropriate for the summer that you can brew.
Beer?
Summer beers or a series of summer beers.
Here.
Summer's here. It's
Summertime. Oh, I love my summer beer.
But there's one caveat.
What's going on?
One little itty bitty wrinkle to the summer beer series.
Yeast.
Well, not before I can talk about
Temperature
it.
control.
Before I can even talk about it, I'm really thirsty.
Oh, you know what time it is.
It is.
Beer.
It's beer,
Beer
30.
30.
What do you got today?
All right, let me show ya. And just like that, beer shows up right on the desk.
God, look at that. That is fucking pretty. We got something. Ooh, this is dark. This is danky. And this is a pretty dark ass beer here. We're going to talk about summer beers, and you show up with a stout. Is it a stout or a porter?
This is a stout.
Stout. Okay. Well, who is it?
This is a stout. This is the ox. It's a almost the ox. It's
Okay.
almost the ox. Remember, I brewed it with London Fog
This is the beer we brewed.
last December.
Oh my God!
Last November.
Oh fuck! I'm excited.
Last November.
I'm
yeah.
excited.
It's great.
Oh, that smells really good. Very rich, sweet,
Coffee stout.
yeah.
It's got some roastiness behind there.
Like coffee and toffee and all the oppies that are good, right?
Yeah, take a sip. Oh, I drank mine already. You know, that beer is deep.
That is pretty good. It is. It's sweet forward, but dry finish. I love. It gets the fuck out of the way.
Yep. It just
My
washes
favorite way.
right down.
My favorite way. Holy shit, that is really good.
Yeah, remember we thought that there
We
was
did.
something going on with it and have a little sour, but nope.
Nope. Yeah, I did get a little. I think I believe that was like a candida yeast infection.
Pellicle.
At least a weak one.
Yeah.
A very weak pellicle with obviously no impact.
Right.
Screams candida
Yeah,
yeast.
because it had tiny little white film over the top because it sat out, and this beer actually sat out in the bucket, out of fermentation after it fermented.
Right.
So it fermented at level at 60.
Yeah, we controlled for
69.
that, but then we had to yank it out because we were moving.
Yep. Then you moved, and it sat in the back in the, just in a dark area, in a dark closet, for 3 months?
Yeah. It was quite a
3
bit.
months.
Yeah, before I kept saying, "Hey, Andrew, you want to come get your
I was
beer?"
like, man, and
man.
Josh said it probably soured. And then I'm like, you know what? Hold on a minute. All right, I couldn't let you drink alone, Ben.
Oh man, I'm glad.
I was going to take it easy. I was going to take it easy because I have a rehearsal tonight. But if I only have like a half a beer, we're fine. And it's I got another hour and a half.
Yeah, it's got room for a half pint. What's the ABV on this one? I can't remember the grain bill at all because it was fucking so long
I couldn't
ago.
tell you. I didn't measure it.
It's a bigger beer though.
It's probably 6. It's probably 6%.
Yeah.
6.2.
Yeah. It's really good.
Usually
This was the yeast was a little bit different than your normal.
Yeah, I think we used the London Fog on this.
Did we use was it 1098?
No, I usually use 1098.
Okay. So we use the London 3 then. 1318 maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Something different.
Yeah.
I usually use, what is it? The
British Ale? 1098
yeah,
British Ale?
1098.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
That's a workhorse strain. Georgetown Brewing, that's our house strain.
Oh, yeah.
From my reporting,
Yeah.
until I've gathered is that's their house strain.
Yeah, I believe a lot
for
of them
Bodie's
use
off
that.
Manny's Pale. oh God, what's the one? What's the other one named after Point Break? Bodhisattva and Johnny Utah.
Oh, Johnny Utah.
Yeah. So interesting fun fact: Bodhisattva and Johnny Utah are the only two beers ever in existence named for Point Break.
Huh.
The film.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of a cult film now.
Yeah.
Like,
did they get permission to do this from the company and all that? Or,
there
were they in cahoots?
They probably did, but like I think like when Point Break released, it was not a commercial success.
Kind of cultish.
It has become really cultish, and so the
Keanu
fandom
Reeves is in there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Keanu Reeves. It is become. It is I love the movie.
I might have to watch it again.
I can't say bad things about it.
It's got to be on Hulu or Pluto.
Somebody's got it. Somebody's got it. Yeah. Point Break. It's great film.
That's a total like early 90s.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Pacino, Keanu Reeves, fucking what's his name? You'll have to edit this part out. What's his fucking? He died of cancer. What the hell was it?
Oh, Val Kilmer?
No, not Val Kilmer. Did the Dirty Dancing?
Patrick Swayze.
Dude,
that dude went down fast.
Oh,
Man.
it's sad as fuck. Yeah, not as fast as James Vanderbeek, but go get your colon screenings, kid. We are not sponsored by Color Screening of America, but we're listening.
Go do it.
If you're listening out there, get your screenings. Yeah, fucking great movie. So, anyways, 1098. Let's talk about this beer again.
1098 was not used.
Was not used in the production of this. No 1098s were harmed in the making of this beer.
But it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But
And that was just an
everything
inventory
else
issue.
was pretty consistent with the ox.
Okay.
The way I made it, the way my recipe, my regimen, fermentation style.
I don't remember, from brew day. I mean, I was pretty hands off, letting you kind of run the show. Like your first beer back in 5 years, you did not appear to be. You didn't seem flustered or unfamiliar. I mean, like that brew stand was, I think, pretty similar to OG setups you'd used.
Yeah.
So yeah,
all the same.
Yeah.
It's only like, all right, where do I hook what hose? Because what fitting is where. And once you figure that out, it's all easy.
Right. But it can be maddening.
Right.
Like fuck, it's like the worst plumbing challenge.
Especially when it's coming time to chill
you're
your
on
wort.
the fucking clock,
You're
right?
on the clock. You have your hops right, and boom, you need to get your chilling on.
Yeah.
You need to get that going. No time to screw around.
Oh, it's pretty good.
And then you get flustered, and you know you're behind the gun. You're under the gun.
I don't remember like any panicking about not hitting your numbers or anything like that.
No.
I think efficiencies were within tolerance for the beer. Yep. You were doing the thing.
Brew day went well.
Yeah. We had a good. I remember we had a good time.
Yeah.
We had double batch. What the fuck else we brewed? We brewed something else that day before you got there.
In the 5 kettle brew, in the electric kettle brew.
Oh, was it in the electric? Not the big system?
Josh brewed something. In
yeah,
that,
I remember what the fuck
it was. One of your recipes you were trying.
One of the that's probably the legend. We brewed the legend that day too. That is untapped. You'll have to come. I'll have to bring some in.
Yeah,
I haven't brought in the legend. We
need to bring in.
We designed it right here. I'll do that next week.
Okay.
Hey Siri, fucking remind me to bring in the legend next week. Did she probably didn't get that.
She didn't get it.
But it'll be on air. You guys will remind me by the time you'll fucking hear it. So it'll be fine.
Oh, she heard you now.
Yeah. It's a fucking fantastic beer. It is very reminiscent of the ox. I think the yeast.
These give it a little
sweeter
tiny bit
edge.
Of a sweet, yeah.
There's a 1318 it's a beautiful little like fruity ester profile. I like it a lot. It is the classic. It is the almost default strain for most of your hazy IPAs.
Hazy IPAs,
yeah.
Okay.
And that has less to do with like the fruity esters and more to do with like it's biotransformation capabilities for hops. Not every strain changes hops to create those like thiols, they're called, which another flavor category. So your hazy strains are thiol producing.
Last year.
Yep, we did. We've done that. We've done a lot of episodes. In fact, today we're doing the summer beer.
Specifically on
it's like
thiol.
we've done this is the second summer series. We talked about last summer. We talked about getting ready for the warm weather brewing, things you can do, tips and tricks to make your brewing successful. So we talked about how to brew last year. I want to talk today about what to brew.
Oh, what to brew?
What to brew for fucking summer. So I have I came up with
You have a summer schedule?
I have a brand new summer series.
All right.
For us. So we're going to take a little break. We're going to go pay some bills with some sponsor information.
I might throw some news in there. You never know.
Yeah.
You'll hear it if it comes.
Yeah, very good. Throw that in there. We'll get that in, and we'll be right back. So stick around. We got a brand new summer series of beers to talk about. So join us, won't you?
Go get a beer.
Go get a beer and come back.
In the home brewing system, one question is asked more than any other. In Burlington, the dedicated brewers who answer this question are members of an elite squad known as the Special Brewers Unit. These are their stories.
Mazda Man, why homebrew your own beer?
Homebrew for the finest, most personalized beer. Control every ingredient and flavor. It's easy and satisfying with Northwest Brewers Supply.
Brew smart, brew safe, brew your best with Northwest Brewers Supply.
Beer News with Andrew, where I come and give you international stories, national stories, state, maybe even your local backyard.
All right, what up, hopheads? Today we'll be talking about 1 billion extra pints. The World Cup's global beer surge. We're talking about it again. The World Cup just isn't the biggest sporting event on the planet. It's also the world's largest beer accelerator. And this year's analyst says the tournament is about to push global beer consumption into territories we've never seen before. A new study from the Jeffries Project that fans will drink an additional 1 billion pints during the 2026 World Cup. That's not total consumption. This is extra beer on top of what the world normally drinks. It's a 0.3% bump in global beer sales, driven almost entirely by the expanded 104-match format and beer-friendly time zones that keeps pubs packed from morning kickoff to late-night thrillers. Europe is excited to lead this surge, especially in countries where football culture and pop culture are basically the same thing. But North America is right behind, with the U.S. hosting more matches than ever and Mexico's fan base historically ranking among the world's highest beer-consuming supporters. And here's the kicker. This isn't just about the fans in the stadiums. This real volume comes from watch parties, bars, backyards, and living rooms. Millions of micro-celebrations happen simultaneously across the globe. Every goal, every upset, every penalty shootout becomes a reason to raise a glass. When a sporting event can move the needle of global beer consumption, you know you're dealing with something massive. 1 billion extra pints? That's not a statistic. That's a worldwide toast. The World Cup doesn't just unite nations. It unites drinkers. So if you want to look at this and understand this at its true scale of World Cup beer consumption, forget the percentages and forget the projections. Let's talk raw numbers. According to the Actions Network's liquid economy model, fairs are expected to drink 14.4 billion beers during the 2026 tournament. Yes, you heard that right. That's more than 14 billion beers. The number includes everything from stadium pours to backyard cans and a premium craft lagers to bargain bin tall boys. It's the entire global drinking ecosystem firing at full throttle for a month straight. And inside stadiums alone, fans will knock back 16.7 million beers, generating more than $127 million in beer revenue. The final match in the New York, New Jersey is projected to bring in $16.4 million in beer sales itself, the single biggest beer event in U.S. sports history. What's driving the surge? Expanded match count, massive international travel, and a simple fact that football is the world's most popular communal sport. People don't just watch the World Cup. They gather for it. They celebrate it. They drink to it. Every match becomes a mini festival, and every festival needs fuel. All right, so now we're going to talk about something even bigger. Everything's bigger in Texas, including the World Cup beer consumption. Stadiums in Dallas, Houston, and Arlington have officially broken all-time U.S. beer sales records, outpacing the NFL, MLB, college football, and even mega events like college football playoffs. Across the first weeks of the matches, vendors reported 42% higher beer sales than the entire 2023 NFL season average. $27.40 has been the average spent per fan on beer alone. 119,000 beers sold during Mexico versus Argentina, the highest single event beer tally in Texas's history. Shinerbach, Modelo, and Lone Star were leading the taps. Shiner's Special Edition Cup Run Red Lager sold out before halftime in 2 venues. So Texas didn't just host these matches. It became the World Cup's beer engine, the combination of massive international fan bases, triple-digit heat, and Texas's famously loose beer service rules created a consumption spike that rewrote stadium history. Texas isn't just breaking records, it's obliterating them. When the stadiums are pouring more beer than the NFL and MLB combined, you're not just part of the World Cup, you're an official hydration sponsor. If the tournament had a thirst, Texas quenched it. So, from 1 billion extra pints worldwide to more than 14 billion beers crushed across the entire tournament, this World Cup isn't just breaking drinking records, it's redefining them. Fans everywhere are turning every match into a mini festival, fueling a liquid economy that rivals entire industries. The bottom line is, this football's world class, but the thirst is legendary.
From my PAs to stout, we'll break it all down. Guide, wear that brewing crown.
Welcome back to the Beer Craft Homebrewing Podcast. Today we're talking about what to brew during the summertime. I came up with a couple of things. I was sitting around working on the newsletter for the homebrew shop, and what are we going to talk about? Oh, wouldn't it be fun? And then came to me like, wouldn't it be fun to have a brand new a new batch of recipes to roll out for the season. And not, we used to just do one a month, and that's cool. But we did on this show, we wrote 6 recipes. The legend, right. We got the it's pronounced Padilla Mexi Lager. We've got the Castigator Doppelbock. We've got a host of God, what are some other ones? Anyways, we have it was fun. We had a lot of cool stuff. So I'm like, well, shit, why not?
We took like 2 episodes.
It was like 4 episodes. We took 4 episodes to write to design 6 beers on air. And I thought that was pretty cool. And I liked having, a massive influx of new offerings for the shop. Blood. Yeah, of new beers. So let's see. So I came up with a couple of new ones today. Let's see. First on the list, I designed the Easy Summer Blonde. Summer Blonde. It might get its name changed to Easy Blonde, but I don't know if that's the right direction we should be taking.
The Easy Blonde.
Easy Blonde. But an Easy Summer Blonde.
Would it be EZ?
EZ or Easy E Blonde. I don't know.
Easy.
Yeah. Get a little funktastic on it. I wanted something.
Easy E is cool.
I was trying to do, beers that would
is, right?
Beers that would I do.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah. I was trying to do some like easy beers for the summer, like not going to be taking a lot of time. Something we could definitely be drinking when it was 84 degrees yesterday here in the Pacific Northwest, which is it's a lot.
If you make an Easy Blonde, you're going to have to mash really high.
Let's see. Mash temperature on this 152. Yeah,
it's too low.
Too low for an Easy Blonde.
Yeah, it's got to be in the 160s range. Or maybe the 180.
So I went with a pretty simple grain bill.
Okay.
9 pounds Turo, half pound of Crystal 10, half pound of Carol Pulls for a little color.
Why are you putting color in my blonde?
Well, I don't. That is a personal choice of mine. I do like yellow beers. I think so many beers are trending into just plain old yellow beer.
Dirty blonde. You're going dirty blonde.
Well, I didn't. I wanted a
easy dirty blonde.
Didn't you want an easy dirty blonde? Just saying. I'm just saying. Platinums are fun, but like the dirty blonde. Anyways, if my wife's listening, I apologize, my love. The hot bill I kept pretty so grain bill 2-row Crystal 10 little care pills for a little bit of body, a little bit of chew. 152 is going to put us middle of the road. The blonde ale kind of right, the history of the blonde ale, it was that style originated from ale brewers who didn't have dedicated lagering programs or the capabilities to sit on a beer for 3 months at cold temperatures to produce a light, easy drinking beer in the ale house that could stand up or at least, be competitive in the yellow beer category.
In the mass beer.
Yeah, mass beer.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the light beer category. I mean, well, hell, Miller Lite kind of invented that fucking style anyways. Like that was the
long
OG.
ago, yeah.
It was not
Light
that
beer
long
from
ago.
Miller.
I guess I am kind of that fucking old though.
Yeah, it's I don't know when light beer from Miller was invented. In the 70s.
I came across that story not too long ago when I don't fucking remember. I was researching something else. And I came across Miller Lite did the fucking thing. Kind of blew it up. But I remember the ads, right? Tastes great, less filling arguments. Yeah, those were fun. Not as good as Rainier ads, admittedly. Did we do a show on Rainier ads? I know we've mentioned them a few times.
We did. Remember? Then we came up with the commercial that we put on there.
Oh yeah. That's great.
1967, the true beginning. Before Miller owned it, though. Craft beer became Miller Lite. Actually started by Meister Brew Light.
Oh yeah.
Meister Brau.
Right, and they went under.
Meister Brau.
Yeah. That was a fucking hyper regional.
A reduced calorie beer created by Chicago's Meister Brau Brewery. Yep.
That's
they
right.
bought it in 1972. Miller buys the recipe. Bam, 1973. Miller launches light beer in test markets.
We might actually do a show on light beer or low calorie beers for home brewing. We might actually do that. I think there's some places we can go as home brewers.
Oh yeah,
but I'm gonna save that for another show because we're gonna get back to the summer series. Yeah,
you know what? You do like a light beer, and then that's where you just fruit it just a tiny bit.
Little zinger.
Anyways.
So back to the easy summer blonde. Again, we got 9 pounds of 2-row, half pound each of Crystal 10 and Carapils. I went pretty simple on the hop bill. 2 ounces of Cascade, 1 at 60, 1 at 10. I love Cascade.
Cascade's good all around.
It is your desert island.
Fine hop for a blonde.
Desert island hop. It's your blue jean hop.
Yep. It doesn't offer, the fancy terpenes and flavors and all that, but it's got a good background.
Yeah, and we're in the 20s for IBUs, depending on which calculator you want to use.
Perfect. About 5.5 AAs.
Yeah, 5. We're like 5. AAUs are gonna be 8 point something, on average 8. Yeah. So we weren't shooting for, this is not
hoppy.
This is not a hoppy beer. I mean, it's hop forward, but it's not it's no more hop forward than the original Pilsner Urquell.
Right.
The original Urquell. That's what that means.
But that's a Pilsner.
It's a hoppy ass Pilsner too.
Pilsners are hoppy.
Yeah.
Not like a nice blonde.
Delicious.
You just have to balance out the
the
sweetness.
Legend. You can get it now at
Right.
Northwest Brewers Supply.
And you got to remember, when you're balancing out sweetness, the less grain you use, the less hops you use, the less alcohol is going to be in there. The lower alcohol beer.
Right. Your hop utilization goes up, the lower your sugar volumes are. So those are easily, that's a kind of an inverse relationship between alcohol volume, ultimately alcohol volume and hop utilization.
Decrease your grain, and you don't have to decrease your hop as much. Or maybe you need to decrease your hop more.
So Cascade is easy. So yeast, we went kind of the Chico strain. So 1056, US05. Both of those are going to ferment easily into 72 degrees. If you can keep your space in that temperature, got a basement or cellar, that's easy. Unused guest bathrooms, easy.
Sounds really old school recipe style to me.
I'm that old.
Yeah.
But simple. I love simple grain bills. I love simple process, simple grain bills.
Can I switch this out to the Kavaitic yeast if say I want to?
If you have problems, yes, you absolutely could. If you had some temperature control problems, I would go probably with the Lutra strain. The Omega Lutra is squeaky clean. It'll ferment at those 100-degree temps. It is a fantastic summer strain. Package this one as you would. Kegger bottle, you're fine. You're good to go. Speaking of that hot Kveik thing, I did come up with one. specifically
For
with
that, all right.
with Kveik in mind. It's called the Hot Garage Pale Ale.
The Hot Garage.
Hot Garage. Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Kinda dig
Because
that
it's
name.
mine is fucking my shop is subject to ambient temperature. There's zero insulation. The walls are literally on dirt. You know, there's a concrete slab in between the walls, basically.
Yeah.
It's old as shit. This one again, I went kind of like old school. Again, I'm going 5-ish%, low 5%, easy drinking beers. This one's it's a pale ale, so we're going a little hoppier, just a touch.
need to.
Just a touch.
That's appropriate.
9 pounds, 2 row, half pound each. Vienna and Carapils. Vienna, I like Vienna. Sometimes I think it was like a Munich Extra Light, but it definitely has a more pronounced crackery kind of flavor.
Vienna does.
Yeah, it's like a saltine without the salt. You ever had like oyster,
Kinda, yeah.
like oyster,
Oyster
cracker?
cracker, yeah.
Yeah. Very oyster cracker finish, and it definitely makes me, when I have it in a beer, I want to drink another one right away.
Because you love the dry finish.
Well, and
love
that malt profile makes me want to drink more.
Yeah.
Drier finishing
Love
beers
it.
are easier to drink more of.
Yep.
Than your sweet, cloying ones. You remember like the 2000s, the IPAs that were out in the 2000s?
Yeah, like the Northwest IPAs coming in.
all the West
into
Coast
market.
ones. Yeah.
No, the East Coast ones.
Big crystal malt bombs.
Yeah,
you can think of them.
I think the East Coast was doing it first. Because we had the
They're-
West Coast IPA,
yeah.
and then the East Coast went, well, we're going to make our IPA sweeter and cloying.
Oh, I can't drink I have difficulty drinking a lot of those. Dog button.
Dog button. Hold on.
I forgot what I was saying.
Well, you remember.
No, anyways. So
We were talking about the East Coast
East Coast versus West Coast. Yeah.
The cloying.
yeah, I can't really drink those anymore. Like you can drink one, but you won't want to drink a second one.
Right.
Your tongue is coated in.
It's something different. It's something like sweet, hoppy.
And we also had like the big double IPA craze back then too,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
100 plus IBUs on paper.
You know what I think another thing happened during that time when we were getting a lot of those East Coast IPAs? I think they were being shipped over and they weren't being sold enough or quick enough, so they sit for 2 months, sit for 3 months.
That's a thing.
And then now it's like, whoa, that hops has gone away and it's sweeter, and you're like,
were
whoa.
they stored properly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or were they stored warm?
Yep.
Right. Subject to like oxidative effects are accelerated at warm temperatures.
Yep.
So
So you,
are you getting
never
the beer?
know.
Are you getting an East Coast beer at it? Are you getting any beer at its peak?
Right. It's just
Can
like
you verify
getting,
it,
It's
right?
just like getting the original IPA in India. It didn't taste anything like the IPAs we get.
Right.
You know,
Oh yeah.
it
Like
barely tasted like beer.
Yeah.
They add enough
It was
hops
something
that,
else,
that
yeah.
at least make it there taste like
All
beer.
right. So that's again 9 pounds of pale malt.
Yep.
Half pound each of Vienna and Carapils for a little cracker finish, little body.
We're not going to bump our ABV up a little bit on this one.
I kept this series. I kept pretty light.
Pretty light. Okay.
My theory going into this project was like, well, what do I want to be drinking during the summertime? You know, if the days are longer and if I'm starting at, the barbecue
9 in the morning?
at,
I mean, you can't drink
Yeah,
all
yeah.
day if you don't start in the morning.
yeah, that is true. That is the axiom of life, isn't it? Remember, kids, if you wake up at 11:30, you only have a half an hour to get drunk by noon. Anyways, but like if you got the barbecue or the the cookout, starts at 5 and it doesn't get dark for 4 fucking hours.
5 hours,
5
yeah.
hours. You're gonna be drinking the whole time, right? So I didn't want 3.5% beers this week. We'll do a show on light beers, not this
4.5.
week.
4.5 to
5%
5.
is kind of, I'm going to drink those. Sometimes I call those table saw beers. Like
Table
if I
saw,
have
yeah.
one, I can use. No, I don't. I don't use a table saw and drink beer. But it's a funny joke to say they're table saw friendly. They're not. They're not. It's just funny. It's just funny.
No
I
heavy
have all of
machinery.
my fingers for a reason. Okay. Oh shit. No, I lost one. Anyways. So that's the grain bill. This one I went Cascade for bittering again because you can't go wrong. It's the Blue Jeans of hops.
Okay.
And I went Talus to finish.
Talus, so you want some aromas?
I wanted some aroma
Okay.
and some beautiful little hop, like kind of. We get into some tropicalness with
the talus.
With the talus. That hop almost got dropped from my lineup at the store, just because it wasn't moving very well.
Yeah.
So Trevor and I, the previous owner, we decided we'd brew with it. So we grabbed some off the shelf and we made a beer. Let's see what happens. We opened the bag on brew day to pitch them into the boil, and I was like, oh fuck, these smell amazing. Woo, these smell really good. So we immediately left them on the we left them on the shelf. We just started talking about them. They sell just fine now. In fact, every time I talk about them, somebody buys a talus because they're really cool. It's a cool little hop.
Yeah,
I like
tropical.
it. Yep, and it's not so it's not like so trendy and expensive like Galaxy or Nectaron or something that costs $3.5 fucking $4 a fucking ounce or something stupid these days. It's relatively a friendly price point for hops.
All right.
So talus, we got an ounce at talus, and I went with a ounce in dry hop. I wanted a dry hop pale ale
aroma.
Yep, I want a dry hop pale ale, kind of borrowing from that English tradition pale ale scene.
Okay,
they were, the keg, a lot of the cask pale ales were dry hopped.
Yep.
Yum.
Very yummy.
So Hot Garage pale dry hop.
Do you have a regimen on the recipe for that they take home and?
Oh, absolutely. These are going to be released. These are going to be released.
Tell me.
These are going to be released, and they're going to be coming in the Hot Break newsletter that's coming out this week as of recording. So by the time you guys get this, they will be.
You'll be able to see all these recipes.
You'll be able to get one right now, and I'll put links in the show notes when we do post it. So those will be live links. You can just do what you want to do.
Coming in,
and I do have these in extract versions as well. I'm talking about the Al grain because that's what I printed off today. But I will say this about my extract versus all grain conversion process. My goal at the shop level is to have one set of specialties that I can sell, whether they are an all grain recipe or an extract recipe. So I don't write extract recipes using things like amber malt or dark extract, because I think we can accomplish the same thing as all grain brewers. We have to accomplish the same thing with grain, and we can do that same work in extract land as well. So all of my extract recipes are written with base malts, light colored base malt as the dominant position. My go-to, Pilsen Light, I think of for most of my, if a recipe says 2-row and that's it, 2-row pale malt, then it's Pilsen Light and that's it. Pale, if it's a Pilsner, it calls for Pilsner malt or pale malt, I use Pilsen Light extract.
Right.
Remember, malt. I'm telling you like you don't fucking know, but you worked in a goddamn malt house, so I'm telling you, the listener, in case you don't know, base malts come in 3 different categories. You got Pilsner malt, pale malt, and ale malts. Pilsner's the lightest.
What's the difference?
Pilsner's the lightest.
How light is it?
And it's like 1.5 to 2.5 is your lightest colored malts. Your pale malts are, and that's degrees Lovibond, incidentally, 1.5 to 2.5 for Pilsner. Pale malts are like 2 to 3 Lovibond. And then your ale malts are going to be 2.5 to 3.5 on average.
Isn't that crazy? You're calling a pale malt like your darkest one you make?
No, ale malt's the darkest one.
Malt,
yeah. It's weird, and so I think about the Pilsner malt, that's German tradition. Pale malts, U.S. kind of beers, and ale malts are going to be your English varietals.
Right. Reminds me of dark ones.
And ultimately, you've only got like a 1 degree difference or half a degree difference on average between any of those 2 categories or any of those 3 categories. So that means I can use them indiscriminately, unless I'm going for the blondest fucking beer. Everything else I can kind of like, I can use whatever base malt I want.
There's some roasty, toasty notes in there, that come along with the different roast, the different
flavor
kilns.
profiles. Yeah, absolutely. But in terms of color, like, there's not a huge difference.
No, not in color.
It's clean. It's like a Pilsner malt's got a clean malt, a little malt backbone, and then like a nutty malt for the ale malts. And that's kind of like my flavor spectrum through those 3 categories is yum, yum, and yummer. How about that?
Yum, yum, yummy.
Yum, yummy, yummer. So I'm a pretty simple human. So when a recipe that I write calls for, like maybe an English tradition malt. Those I tend to use the Golden Light category of extract. It's not a true 1-to-1. There are some, and I look at these. I don't have great access to, like, there's some Maris Otter extract malts out there, but I don't have great access to them currently. Maybe the time I'll keep looking for those things, but I know there are a few like Maris Otter malt extracts out there, which could be cool for those traditions. Golden is my go-to on those fronts.
Yeah.
So that's everything else. Color-wise, I deal with in steeping editions. Color and flavor profiles I deal with in steeping editions, because I want the same. I just have one bag on the shelf in my backstock for the pale ale, and it doesn't matter if I'm selling it as an extract or as an all grain version. They all get the same bag, they all get the same hops, they all get the same yeast. So it kind of streamlines my process at the shop level. You may do something different, and that's fine. You're out there listening are probably not trying to sell these things, 10 times on Sunday.
Right.
I have a different, like a little different thing.
So on the recipe doesn't say conversion.
It does.
Or
so this
you'll
is
just convert it for me?
So I have this is the all grain recipe you're looking at. I do have a separate file for the extract recipe.
Oh, separate one. Okay.
Yep. But I'll have the same specialties. We should talk about yeast on this one. This one I did design with Kvike yeast in mind. Lutra, if you're going for like a squeaky clean kind of like Chico alternative, it would be fine. Omega's Lutra is a squeaky clean one. But if you want to play up to the tropical notes that Talus is bringing, I like Kvike Yeastery's Voss.
The Voss.
Yes.
Now, do I have to maintain a higher temperature for this? I mean, do I have to?
You don't have to. Remember, we talked about we had Kvike Yeastery on the show, and if you haven't listened to that show, that's the #1 show on the podcast. Is go back and listen to our talk with Kvike Yeastery. It was fucking the best beer nerd shit I've ever done in my career. How about that? How about that? So the Voss. That one is the Kvike Yeastery one is a multicultural strain, and it presents with beautiful little tropical notes. It will handle normal ale temperatures, but we are going to use twice as much yeast to do that. So either do a yeast starter or double your pitch. Double your pitch.
Wait a minute. Do I need to double my pitch if it's going to be, say, 85?
For 85 degrees, not so much. Okay. It'll handle 85 degrees as normal. I think of it kind of in the same terms as lager yeast. We just moved the goalpost in terms of temperature.
Yep.
Lager yeast will ferment this gravity just fine at the colder temperatures. It just takes twice as many because they're still active, but they're slower than their ale temperature counterparts. If you fermented a lager at ale temperatures, it wouldn't have that problem. It'd be super fast comparatively.
Right.
You would also have ester development and phenol development, potentially, depending on the strain. So when we're at colder temperatures for a lager, we have basically twice the cell count necessary. And Kvikes are going to follow kind of the same trajectory, except the goalpost is moved to ale temperatures versus hot temperatures, right? So ale temperatures is synonymous with
the
cold.
Down.
Yep, it's going to slow
it down.
Nutrients are going to be a thing with your Kvike yeast as well. At these gravities, there's not enough freedom. These yeast, there is enough free amino nitrogen for normal for regular yeast strains. The Kvike strains have been selectively bred, let's say, with beers that are generally in the 12% range. So there's a lot more free amino nitrogen hanging around. The process in Kvike yeast that makes them heat tolerant without massive ester development makes them lousy at nutrient uptake. So we supplement in ale strength.
What are we giving them?
Your nutrient blend, any of your popular nutrient brands, Fermate K, Fermax, any of it says a yeast nutrient on the pack. They're all kind of doing the same thing.
Is this included in the recipe?
Not included.
Okay.
Maybe I should. I'll think about that. Think about that.
Something maybe we should put in the notes.
Actually,
right
you know what? For this series, I was thinking free nutrients or free Whirlflock with purchase. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we'll make that happen.
So it's there.
Yeah.
And you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So that's the Hot Garage Pale Ale. Next up is the Sunset Amber. And I wanted to I've gone on this show and I've talked about like hating on ambers. But recently, I've brewed a couple, and I'm like, oh, these aren't bad. You know, they're darker. They're red color. It's kind of pretty in glass.
Let's see what you got. What are you bringing?
Again, I went with that 5% range. This one's got a little more malt depth. So 9%, 9 pounds of pale malt, a pound of Munich, half pound of Crystal 40, and a quarter pound of Victory because I wanted to turn up the volume on a little nutty finish.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted a little depth and complexity. See, we're going to mash again 152 for middle of the road.
Single mash infusion.
Single mash infusion because I are a lazy brewer. I think step mashing is cool. I ain't got time for that. How about that?
It's only a little bit more.
Cascade for bittering. Willamette to finish off. Willamette's a fun little hop. It's got kind of fuggle parentage.
You know what they say? Only a little bit more will get you the very best.
I like what they say. So Willamette's got it is a fuggle. Comes from fuggle is one of the parentage strains of Willamette. I like its herbal, kind of earthy herbal
I like
profile. And I think it plays well with heavier malt beers. So it's definitely.
I miss where that's going in.
This is going in at 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. I have a lot of 60-minute and 10-minute editions for these, for kind of like old school flair and like simplicity. And I wrote
What was 60
I
minute?
wrote 4 recipes in an afternoon. So the 60 minutes Cascade for bittering, Willamette for the finish.
Okay.
Yep. Again, and we're doing another Chico 1056 or SO5
Yep, as appropriate.
or flagship. All those, that's again blue jeans of yeast. You can, goes with everything. You can make damn near any beer you want to make with 1056. Like, it's fine. It's fine.
It's all okay.
Yeah. So that's what I got for the Sunset Amber. I was going for like a what I want to drink when the
sun's going
when
down.
the bonfire's up, or I got the little fire, the little bonfire in the backyard,
A little more
or something.
substantial. A little more. Bite
Something a little
to
heavier,
it.
little sip on while I'm staring at the amber flames. How about that?
The amber flames.
The
of
amber hued
amber
flames.
Sunset. Very cool.
Yeah. Finally, the last one up on our lineup. Wheat beers tend to spike in the spring and early summertime. We see a big, huge influx of wheat beers, and not all of them are hefts. But I have sold a more hefts, 6th Street Wheat with a hef. We have a new one hef. It is Till Hef Do Us Part. It's a classic Hefeweizen 3068 yeast, like lovely beer. German hef. So we use German malt. So we're available. So that's a fun beer. I have sold more Dunkelweiss, the dim wheat kits this month last month, for May, than pretty much the previous 11 months.
Wow.
So they definitely spike through this season. And I got to drink one the other day. Dunkelweiss. I hadn't got to drink the recipe for several years since I brewed it. And it was nice. Light bodied, like mahogany brown.
Oh, mahogany brown one, yeah.
Banana flavored. Some people were expecting a little more malt profile, but it was still that light wheat beer in a brown ale package. I fucking loved it. I was like, I will drink more of this. I am not not hating on this beer. So wheat beers are kind of a thing.
I oxed up my Dunkelweizen once.
You oxed it up?
Oxed it up, yeah.
How did you ox it?
Just put some more roast in there, and like it was almost as black as the ox.
But still a wheat beer?
Still a wheat beer, and still a Dunkelweizen. Super good.
I remember one of the first recipes I wrote was, damn, that's a dark dunkel, and did the same thing.
Yeah. It's a dark dunkel.
Yeah,
that's how I like dunkels from now on. I'm like, I don't like them dark. I don't like them.
Turns out I like beer-flavored beer, too.
Yep. So now get back to the
right.
lawnmower wheat beer.
So this is called the Lemondrop Wheat.
The Lemondrop Wheat.
Yeah. I was inspired by one of the other kits we have on the lineup, the Spring Fling.
Yep.
Which is Pearl for Bittering, Lemon Drop, and Hallertauer Blanc hops. And it's a beautiful lemon-forward beer in like light Pilsner base. And I fucking love it. I just want to drink more of that beer. Why I ever run out of don't have it on tap seems silly. It's up there with like Temptation, Kolsch, and the Sacred Cow IPA. My kegerator should never be empty of these beers.
Exactly. Well, you need to come over and brew on the system at my house.
The big one. Oh, yeah.
And you'll brew enough to last you for the year.
It's a good start. Yeah, it's a good theory.
Yeah.
Good theory. All right, so the grain bill on this one, it is simple AF. It is. There's no steeping additions. It is just Pilsner, 4.5 pounds each of Pilsner and wheat malt.
4.5 a piece.
Yep.
So we've got 9 again.
Yep. Gonna give us
Half
about
and half wheat.
4.5 to 5%. Easy. I didn't go any steeping grains. I just wanted this one like so many classic wheats or hefts or American wheat.
We got to go with malted wheat.
Malted wheat,
Now,
not raw wheat or
I know we
torrefied
do
wheats.
I know we do like a red, hard red, and a soft white.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one you'd normally get in.
I think the
Soft white?
red has a higher protein count than the hard. So the harder red wheat has a higher protein count. It has a subtly different flavor, and I would use them in this beer. I would use them interchangeably. If you wanted to go red, do that.
But you
That
can
sounds
get both
fun.
of them then.
I do have both.
All right.
Malted wheat in red and white varieties. So that's fun. They are domestic. They're not German, but I can't tell the difference.
USA, baby.
Yeah. So super simple grain bill. If it's extract, that's just 2 tubs of wheat, LME.
Yeah,
That's
it's going
done.
to be the nation's birthday by the time this one comes out.
Mount Hood for bittering because I wanted some IBUs there. I wanted to get into the 20s on this one. And
Mount Hood's good.
Lemondrop at the end. Lemondrop has
5 minute,
10 minute.
10 minute.
I kind of went like, I'm going to put them all in the kind of the, like, I kept things a little easy on my brain. The hops are going to live here. I like 2 to 3 ounces for an easy kit for summer. Nothing you have to stress about, nothing you have to think too hard about. Just get out there and brew some beer so you can drink some beer because that sounds like a good plan. So Lemondrop hop.
Hell yeah.
Lemondrop. Have you played with Lemondrop?
No, I've not.
It is appropriately named. Like it definitely tastes like the candy.
Yeah. We used it somewhere. Did
The Spring Fling features it heavily. It's a great little hop.
that's the one you did on the big system, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did Lemondrop.
Where else did we encounter that? Did we have some that?
I got to keg that spruce beer actually.
You
I
better-
didn't tell you. I lost like maybe a gallon of that.
How?
So
Transferring
it was fermenting on my freezer, and I needed to get into the freezer to see how much frozen chicken we had left, and to plan my menu for the week. And I picked up the fermenter, and I put it on the ground, and then of course I had to put it back up. And at some point, I bumped the ball valve. So this ball valve, some ball valves that have that like locking little thing,
slider.
That pisses you off every single time you have to use it.
And you
God
removed it.
Damn, this one doesn't have that at all. And shut the fuck up, I missed it. Like, I bumped it and it
Barely.
just like trickled out through the valve, like all over the floor, like the carpet out, the 2 rugs out in the laundry room got soaked. No. My wife's boots smell like beer.
Tastes like beer.
Yeah, and I'm like, and I walked out there one day and I'm like, wow, it really smells like beer. Did I don't remember opening the fermenter. Oh well, I gotta go to work. I didn't even think about it. My wife's like, babe, you got a little problem here. It's kind of squishy out in on the carpet.
Oh.
And sure as shit, I lost a gallon of beer. So it was already a short batch, made shorter now.
Damn, man. I got like 3 gallons.
Yeah, 3 gallons. 3 gallons. I got to keg it.
I need to keg mine still.
Yeah. But I tasted some of it like, oh man, that's yum.
I didn't taste mine yet.
So we talked about 4.5 pounds of Pilsner and wheat.
Yep.
We got Mount Hood at 60, Lemondrop at 10. I went with a 10-10 American wheat. SO5, if you don't want to play with the wheat strain, it will ferment. For warm temperature fermentation, the 1010 is actually higher than 1056. So it's like 75 versus 72 degrees in the outside range. It's a beautiful, clean wheat strain. It's going to give you that soft mouth feel. It's kind of soft and pillowy, highly drinkable beer with lemon punch.
That's an American wheat.
The American wheat, white yeast 1010.
Yeah.
WBO6 and dry yeast would give you, that's the Weinsteffen, would give you the bananas. Bananas and lemon, probably not so bad. And if you want that, cool. I don't blame you. But not what I was inspiring by for that beer. So in Kavaikis, I would probably go Voss on this one if I was really extreme. Maybe Stalin. Stalin's got like a indiscriminate kind of mild fruitiness, not unlike the English 1098, or a little bit more subdued than definitely more subdued than the 1318, but in an English profile, a similar English profile. It's the cleanest of the bunch from Kvike Yeast. It was the Stalin. It's in a pink pack, STALLJEN or something like that. I don't know if I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but that's okay. I am not Norwegian.
All right.
So that is the lineup. The Lemondrop Wheat.
Sounds like some good beers.
Sunset Amber. We got the Hot Garage Pale and the Easy Summer Blonde. How are we doing on time?
We're good.
We're good? Any questions on the beers then, Andrew?
I don't hear any. Nobody's speaking up.
Well, you're the only other one in the room.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dogs don't give a fuck. Like, they just bark.
Well, I thought we were going to have callers or something.
No, that would be cool.
That
we
would
should
be.
kind of figure
Anybody
out
have
how
any
to
questions?
do that.
Yeah.
Like maybe on Zoom or Discord, we can do some shit like that. one
Right.
day.
People could just watch us do
Yeah.
this. That'd be cool.
Yeah, look at two ugly
Chat.
fucking old guys
Just-
talking about beer in the
Right.
fucking-
Put it on Facebook. Then we got to pay
Yeah.
attention to that too.
Yeah. I mean, we tried to record one of those sessions and it didn't work so good.
No. So
I know
what
what I fucked up, but yeah.
Yeah. What do we got going on next week?
Next
we got the
week,
herbalist coming.
Next week we did reschedule Aaron Van Hee, so master herbalist, coming in to talk about more botany of beer. She's gonna be a little she's got the know-how, way more knowledgeable about that shit than I am. So she's done her homework in preparation for the show. She's excited to be in. So she's like,
Yeah, I want to learn some more about this.
yeah. So she's a hoot.
Good
I
opportunity.
really look forward to having her on the show. And I got a couple other shows in production in the near future. So not quite ready for prime time yet, but we're there. We got some cool stuff coming up. But next week, tune in for the herbalist show, or actually it'll be in 2 weeks for you in Listenerland. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Or if you're binging the podcast, it's next on the list.
Yeah, right. Like if you're catching it after production, like just click the next button.
That's right.
Yeah. Out there, if in the last couple podcast episodes, I have put a couple of things into the show notes for some past episodes. We did get an affiliate link for byo.com. So there's there's a large library of digital products from like beer, like easy builds for the Brutus. There's instructions for the Brutus 10 3-vessel mash system. There's all sorts of beer gadgets you can build yourself. There's good PDFs, digital products you can get from them.
It's a cool magazine. They still have the production, right?
Yeah, they're still up and running.
Still
and
pressing.
so we now have an affiliate link for them. So if you click on that link and buy one of those articles through that link, it helps the show out and it doesn't cost you anything. Like you still pay the same rate everybody else does, but the show gets a little something on the back end, which is really nice. So you get what you need and we get what we need.
That's
and
right.
It's a beautiful little relationship. Of course, this show is also funded by Northwest Brewers Supply, our mainline sponsor, because I own it, so that's how I roll. But anyways,
Studio Z.
yeah, Studio Z. That's right. The brand new Studio Z, and that'll be fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, what else you got?
Let's see.
Pretty close.
Well, I got the spruce beer. I got a keg. I'm gonna brew some of these. I really want to brew the Lemondrop Wheat. That I think will be the next one I brew. Oh, we got beer stock coming up in July.
Oh yeah.
July 18.
Oh my.
Yeah. So
July 18th.
July 18th. You better get that on the calendar. I just bought my tickets today. Pre-sale is
It's on a Saturday though.
It is
huh?
a Saturday. Yeah.
I have a show on that.
You have a show? Shit the bed.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna miss the Star Wars beer stock.
the Star Wars Attack of the Clones beer stock. It's down in Ording.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd make it. Show starts at 7. Over at 9:30.
Yeah.
By the time I get down
It's
there,
2 hours
it's 2 in the-
away. It's 11:30. Yeah.
2.5 hours away, right?
It depends on the time of day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bummer, man. That sucks.
Bummer.
But if you're interested in Beer Stock, we'll put a link in the show notes. Beer Stock is a private homebrew club gathering. So you must be a member of the Washington Brewers Collective. So we'll put a link to that in the show notes as well.
Right.
But I got to brew up some beer for that event.
That good.
Yep. And make sure make sure we have something tasty for the start of that. We're running the check-in booth. So everybody's going to come through. So we have the honor of pouring the first beer for Beer Stock.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we definitely want to make sure it's something
good
cool.
beer. Right.
Something good. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to brew a beer for a contest coming up, competition, the Mount Vernon one at the boardwalk.
Oh, the homebrew. There is a homebrew competition coming up, so that is going to release. It is this week for airtime. I will be announcing on that. If you are a follower of this show, hopefully you get our newsletter, or you follow the shop on Facebook or something. We're
weeks late on this.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks behind as far as recording.
Now, what is the day that the entries have to be in?
That I am working with a final judging date, and then that'll dictate the drop-off date.
All right.
Good. So
I need 5 weeks before.
We plan on launching registration this week.
Okay.
We're the task this year for the Farm to Pint homebrew competition is a blonde ale. So maybe you want to brew the hot garage or the easy summer blonde.
Maybe I just might do the one we did for the spring fling.
Yeah, that one again. Yeah, there you go.
Enter that.
So that's coming up, and that's a pretty good lineup.
Easy, cool. All right. We don't.
But buy from the BYO or sponsor this show.
Right. Then we can buy a cough button.
Then we'll have a cough button, and a dog button, and a fart button, and a whatever.
Dog button, a fart button, and a burp button.
Yeah, got all those things.
Yep.
All right, I think that is going to be a wrap on the show.
Cool.
So join us again next week.
Thank you for bringing the recipes in, Ben.
Botany of Beer with Aaron Van Hee. So that's going to be a great show.
Looking forward to it.
Well, thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
See you next time.